What, are we on? Are we on now? Okay, welcome back to Liquid Lunch. Okay, it's now time for the Magnetic Marketing Moment with your marketing magnet, Jeanette Burke, who's right here with me here. Now, Jeanette, we've got an exciting,
very exciting.
magnetic marketing moment today, don't we?
Yes, it's completely different than any other marketing moment I have ever done because it involves me going on location and shooting live footage, which I'm going to show you today to bring you, and this is what this segment is entitled, what the CNE, TIFF, or Hollywood,
right,
and the Horse Shoe Tavern can teach you about marketing your business. So we're going to look at this coverage and we're going to look at it in terms of marketing lessons.
Yes, we're all going to learn something from this. It's not just you standing on the red carpet talking to the stars.
That's right. There's a message here, and it's a marketing message, and I'm going to relate that marketing message, and it's just little tidbits today, and later throughout the course of my association being part of the show, I'll bring back these topics and expand upon them. So we're just going to give you a little bit of a tidbit today to show you what each is. So we're going to start with the CNE, because the CNE is Canada's largest fair and trade show, and I bet you've never gone there looking at it from a marketing perspective. Most people go there just to have fun, you know? But we're going to examine different parts of the CNE, the different shows and the different buildings from a marketing perspective. So the first clip I have for you is just a welcome, which is, we're going to roll that now.
Okay.
Welcome to the CNE viewers of that channel and Jeanette's Marketing's Magnetic Marketing Moment on Liquid Lunch. Today we're doing something different, live coverage, and we are going to show you all about the CNE and what makes it such a great marketing tool. So you can use these tricks to market your business. Let's talk value. Let's talk promotion. Looking forward to chatting with you as I go through the day. The lesson there that I wanted to bring to you was the whole idea about value. And value is what your clients perceive to be the benefit in relation to cost. So when we buy a ticket to the CNE, most people go into the CNE thinking they're going to get a lot of bang for their buck, right? $16 entrance fee. You're going to have the opportunity to see a lot of shows that would probably have a cost to them otherwise. You're going to have the opportunity to preview a lot of new and exciting things in products and demo, which you normally don't get to see. You get to go on rides and all these things. Now, the $16 will get you in, but then there's all these other things that you can upsell, they'll upsell you in, but you still see the perceived value, right? Or people wouldn't keep going back by the hordes.
That's because that's the only place you can get those waffles with the ice cream in, right?
Exactly. So whatever it is that you're associating that value with, that's going to, you know, make you spend that $16, is going to keep bringing you back. Well, similarly, in your business or in a person's business, they have to project value for their product and service in order to get people to want to use it or buy it.
Yeah.
So that was the lesson. The first lesson is value.
Okay. And
making sure that you communicate that value with clear-cut benefits. So now we're going to move on to clip 2, which is 1287. And this is at the dog show. Now, the dog show is, the Super Dog Show is one of the biggest attractions at the CNE.
I tell you, when I was a kid, I wanted to always go to see the dog show. I wanted to bring my dog and enter him.
And you know what? A lot of people want to see that dog show. Like when I was there, they turned away 1,500 people for the next show. That's how long the lineup is.
It's because people love dogs.
They do love dogs. But as you'll see in my clip, what I find very compelling about this Super Dog Show isn't just the dog show itself, of course, which is very exciting. But if we could show the clip now, 1287, we will see that they're very skilled at how they work sponsorship and promotional item opportunities.
Okay.
Which is what and we're continuing our journey of looking at the CNE and how we can learn from the CNE marketing tricks for our small business. I just got out of the Super Dog Show, and while it is an amazing show that draws hundreds of people, in fact they had to turn around 1,500 away until the next show, there's some great things I learned about it. Number one, they have President's Choice, a big sponsor for 2 years in a row. So it pays to have a sponsor in your company if you're going to do big trade shows or any kind of event marketing. But you know what else they have? They have great promo.
the feeling of high, and you can take it home with you. You've got frisbees, you've got dog tote bags, you've even got scarves of all the dogs in the show. And if that's not enough, follow me over here. Look what's going on. $20, $10, all keepsakes. A nice CD, you can watch the show at home. And if that doesn't warm your heart, how about a $10 high-quality pup? Replica of every different dog in the show. Wouldn't that be fun? Now, last but not least, follow me again. The dog news. And I want to tell you, this is really important because people need to be in touch with news about the dogs, and they need to feel a little bit more than the product. So here's a great example of a great newsletter you can incorporate into your business too. Again, tips from the show. We're going to keep going. Got a lot of footage coming at you. Stick with us. Thanks.
So the points that I wanted to make here obviously are about sponsorship. Now they have the sponsor of President's Choice for 2 years, and it's really good to either have a sponsorship or be a sponsor for an event. Why would somebody want to do that for their business? Because it gives you an opportunity to promote yourself in a credible way with beyond advertising. The reason is that it shows that you have a loyalty to the support of this cause or the product or service you want to back, and it also gives you an opportunity to piggyback or partner up in your marketing and share the costs, which is really an effective way to go to to build your image while at the same time attracting your target market. Like in this case, Loblaws sells a lot of dog food products, believe it or not, in the store. So them being a sponsor there is not only getting you interested in their dog product section, but it's going to bring you in their store and give you access to their whole store and all the store offerings, so they're going to get a lot more shoppers, right? It's a family-oriented show. What is Loblaws? Family-oriented eating, right? So it's a chance to mix the message and really appeal to the niche market.
Because if you're going there to buy dog food, you're probably going to get some other food too.
Correct. So that's the point. The point is that you want to look at sponsorship opportunities every time you can. You also want to look at promotional items and keepsakes. Why do you want to do that? Because after the experience of the show is gone, or after the experience of a client using you, or maybe not even deciding to use you before they've decided to use you, you want to have constant reminders that you exist. You want to keep the memories alive. So those keepsakes, those promotional items, which actually is another very cost-effective way to promote a business, are brilliant. Look at all the things they have there that you can take home. The kids want little dogs, videos, whatever, to keep the memories going and to keep reminding you about the experience and the sponsorship and everything. So that's the lesson there.
You're getting me excited. I'm thinking about this stuff.
This is cool. Is this cool? Have you ever done this when you went to the exhibition?
I never, no, I don't even think I went to the dog show.
Okay.
But I still miss, I miss the old things. Exhibition Stadium, the cable car.
Yes, that's
Tiny
all
Tom's
gone
Donuts.
now. Oh, they're still there.
But those waffles with the ice cream.
They're still there too.
That's what I miss.
That's still there. So
Okay.
like I said, I took a Sunday on the long weekend. I spent 12 hours there shooting all this down, and we, of course, we're just seeing little clips now, but that's what I did. I went through the whole exhibition to bring you these lessons. So let's move on to number 3. Okay? And this is clip 1288 from the International Center Pavilion.
Again, talking about what we can learn from the CNE for marketing tools. Well, if you look around, we have a lot of products and a lot of countries represented in this pavilion today. Every country represented. And, what's the incentive to buy here, let's say, out of going to another festival or even a mall or a store? Well, it seems that the pricing is the incentive. So when we're marketing our businesses, we need to look at price. And how does price affect our marketing strategy? That's a big tool we can get from today at the International Center. Let's apply it to your business too.
Okay, so that lesson was about price, and a lot of people forget about price in their marketing, but it is an integral part of your marketing, because if you don't have the right price, you don't have the right position. So, you know, again, that's the lesson there. How is price affecting the demand curve for your product and service, and how can you examine that for your proper position?
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next clip because we have more to go.
We got lots.
Clip 4 is 1289 from the food building.
Now to learn what this building can teach you, the small business owner, about your business. This whole thing is all about demo. Demo of product, free sample, and also many yummy treats. Just listen around here, you can see all the people trying all the new foods. So today's tip from the food building at the CNE for your marketing is don't forget to add demo and product sampling as an enticement for your particular product or service.
Was from the food building was all about demo and product sampling, and that is a really important lesson too, because sometimes you have to give a little taste of your product or service or yourself to make people want you, to make people want to buy more. Now, who's very clever at doing that? All the food places like Costco, all the grocery stores, they give you a little taste and then they sell you up. So that's the lesson from there. I got one more lesson from the CNE, and then we're going to move on to the ET Canada Party TIFF that I was at with will.i.am and the rest of the stars.
I can't wait.
And this clip is from the ice show. I'm going to ask for 1299 first, and then 1307.
And we just left the ice show, where, as you can see, it was a little cold, but we did learn some great marketing lessons. The first thing we learned is how to make yourself stand out in the spotlight. You have to be unique, and you have to be exciting, just like the Rock on Ice show. Another thing that the Rock on Ice show can teach us is about how to get our message out in a very convincing and unique way. They set it to music. What would you like to send your message to?
The ice show is all about standing out in the spotlight, and how do you go about doing that? How do you make yourself different? How do you make yourself unique? How do you capture the spotlight? And there's a few ways you can do that. Obviously through your marketing message, and actually also how you carry you, how you represent you, because you are the representation of your business. So through image, through the way you dress, through the way you speak, through the way that you're confident in your ability to do your job. And that's just some of the way you can stand out. And these are just some of the tips that I brought out of the CNE. And we're going to move on now to the ET Canada party from September 13th. And I'm going to show you all the clips I have of all the stars, talking with the stars, and what they have to say about marketing lessons.
Is she working it there?
Yeah, you know how to make yourself and so notice how she comes in, there's all the attention, all the cameras, she's smiling, she's looking good, and she really knows how to work a room. So that's what that lesson is about, how to work a room and how to make a grand entrance when you're networking. So next we have Jesse and I talking about being authentic in your marketing and how important that is.
From that channel, and we're here with Jesse from the Bachelor to Bachelorette season 7 and Bachelor. I just met you last week. You will be a guest on that channel in October. So how are you enjoying the film festival?
It's been great. You know, I love it because I'm from the city, so it's so good to have so many of the other celebrities come into town, so many new upcoming movies and all this talent, and it's just a really great time.
And do you feel you're going to get some of the work out of this?
I would hope so. I think that's why we're all kind of moseying around, but it's just great just to hang out and meet new people and really network yourself and see what everybody else is up to. So it's great in the city.
That's great. Now, I need to ask you one other thing, and that's for marketing. Because in addition to being the co-host on the show, I also run the Magnetic Marketing Moment, and I want to hear from you because you're a Canadian star and you managed to get yourself into US TV. Give me one tip for my viewers about marketing, how you market.
Well, how I market myself, it's more like branding. So with being on The Bachelor, it's all the
Okay.
So you hear her saying that about being authentic, and that was the point there. And next we're going to show you FEFE Dobson, who is an international recording sensation. Her new song, Like a Ghost, is out, played constantly on the radio. And her message was all about keeping yourself out there and keep making your music and keep push, which in essence is basically keep pushing your product and service.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi. Hi. I'm here with FEFE, Canada's one of Canada's top regional singers. FEFE, how are you enjoying the film festival?
So far, so good. Can't complain.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
Been hitting up some events and check out the lounges and
Yeah, what do you have coming out with your music?
promoting my new single Ghost right now, and another single coming out called Saturday in a few weeks, and then my album coming out in November called Joy.
Yeah, very good. Busy lady.
I am a busy lady. I like
Are you
it.
looking to do anything more besides music, or you have a crossover with anything else?
Yeah, I just got signed to CAA, so agency-wise, so I definitely want to do some flows for sure.
Great. Now, one other thing I want to ask you is how hard is it as a Canadian talent to break into worldwide fame?
How hard is it?
Yeah, have you found it very difficult? Or?
Yeah, it takes time, but it happens, and you just gotta be persistent and be original and know what your thing is.
Okay, so what's the number one thing you do to market yourself?
Just keep making music. That's the number one way to market yourself. Yeah, just get out there. And do interviews, that's it.
Great. Well, thank you so much for talking to me.
Thank you. You guys can follow me on twitter.com/FEFE
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Now we're going to move on to the next lesson, which is from actor LYRIQ BENT, TC12. And we're going to wrap it up after that with Kanon. And I'm right behind him. There's the bodyguard. And, you know, he comes in, he's pretty unassuming, you know, and he was there to DJ all night long. And what I liked about him is that he just went right away, walked in the party, talked to her, moved on past the other media, knew exactly, very focused, exactly what he wanted. He knew everyone was going to snap shots of him. So he didn't waste a lot of time. If we could move on to TC12 and then 14 and 15, we'll wrap it up.
Oh, yes, Ricky Blue. How's that going for you?
It's going fabulous. We're in the second season. We're doing the second season shoots right now, and everything is fabulous. You know, cast, crew, you know, the creative people behind the scenes, everybody's excited. We're just having a lot of fun, and I think the people, the audience, they're enjoying it, they're loving it, they're embracing it, and we're very, very thankful for that. Keep supporting Canadian TV because it's not Canadian TV in the sense that it's just we're doing it. We're doing it. It's homegrown, and not only are we running the race south of the border, but we compete in it.
So I want to ask you one important question, and I think the fans want to hear this.
I'm listening.
In all your experiences in acting as a Canadian, what do you think has been the most challenging part of your career?
The most challenging part really was to stay humble, and by that I mean not let the negative side of the business get me jaded. Just staying true to who I am and what I do, and remember why I do what I do. And sometimes it was frustrating because I felt bad that I had to go south of the border to get my career going further because I was a little frustrated with what was going on here. And sometimes it's hard to voice your opinion and feel like no one's listening. So I've said what I've said to the people who I felt could make a difference and try to take care of me. And at the same time promote Canadian film and TV and the industry in general, because I know what it is and I see it, and that's what was frustrating. And I think that was the hardest part. Other than that, I love it all.
Okay, well, thanks so much for your time. I wish you luck and continued success.
I appreciate it.
And I look forward to seeing you again next year.
Oh, you will, because you know what? We're gonna have a few films out next year.
Okay, great.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
Now, I was called down to the Horseshoe on a tip, Horse Shoe Tavern, and all the media were there. I was sitting out there with Global and with CTV and CBC and all of them, and we're all waiting based on the tip that it was unconfirmed that Bruce Springsteen was going to show up and play with this guy Jesse Malin, Malin played with Bruce Springsteen before. And what's really cool about this is, I have to hand it to Horse Shoe Tavern about how good they are at piggyback marketing and using publicity to sell seats and fill a house. Basically, it was 2 average unknown bands playing in there, one Jesse, one Money Brother. Nobody's really heard of these bands. Maybe marginal success, right? They used the fact that Jesse had played with Bruce Springsteen to get all these people into a sold-out show. And they were very skilled at that. They ran a great publicity tactic to get these people in, and they fooled everybody, including the media. I mean, we were all down there waiting for them till like all hours of the night.
So should we watch the clip and see what happened?
We should watch the clip.
Channel fans and viewers, we are here on Spadina Avenue in front of the tavern to see if Bruce Springsteen is coming to entertain you tonight. So like the other media, I'm now presently in front of Global TV, his camera. We're still waiting to see if this was a PR hoax or if Bruce is actually going to show up this evening. We hope that he does so that we can film him for you. Stay tuned. Turned out that he did not. But like the other media, I'm sitting there waiting for him. Anyway, it was a great PR hoax, and I have to take off my hat to the Horseshoe Tavern, and particularly I even went around the back door to see all these limos pulling in. I mean, they really pulled this off as a major hoax. You thought for sure he was going to be there. And I talked with the owner.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I said, is this a PR hoax or is it really going to happen? And he was just smiling at me. So I think he was very skilled, and I think that's a major lesson, that if you can get the media that interested in what you have to say about what you have to show about your product and service, look what it can do for you. It can fill your house. It can serve all kinds of benefits.
And we're back, and we're in front of the Horseshoe Tavern on Wednesday night, waiting for Mr. Bruce Springsteen, the boss, to arrive. Like all other media, we were notified that he may be showing up here tonight. But, as we've since learned, apparently he's returned to New Jersey, and this is nothing more than a PR tactic to get more people in the tavern tonight to watch the other band. And we're kind of disappointed as we hang out with our fellow media people from Global, CTV, City, and CBC. We're going to keep you posted, so stay with us.
And that's in essence used all this footage to bring you all these different tips, which I will delve into in greater detail and different topics on the show as we progress through this fall season. And I guess as we're about to bring on our next guest, maybe we could just close out by playing a little bit of Kanon's performance at the TIFF when they opened up the Lightbox Theater, which is right in...
And how long is this clip?
Oh, it's just a couple of seconds. You can just go to break with it, you know, and it's...
All right, so we'll do the clip,
It's
Kanon.
a motivational song, Waving Your Flag. We all know it from the soccer games. And we're going to commercial. We'll be back with Wendy Ladd from Fabulous, Fit, and Fantastic, talking about the body wrap.
So maybe I'll help you sing it. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a rainbow. Now in my opinion, Toronto, in my opinion, is always pretty damn clear. I say that was pretty good, but we don't want pretty good, we want damn great right now. So we're gonna give it to you again. We're singing out when I get
I thought it was a media hoax for a minute, Jeanette, that you were just dangling this carrot of Canaan. But there he was.
Well, we always save the best for last, and you know I don't disappoint, as a rule.
Yeah.
Okay.